do a training in Vizzlie because that is the latest and greatest thing that I am personally using and recommending for auto posting in your shows. This is absolutely just one of the best programs so far that I've come across. So I am 100% a Vizzlie user. So I want to show you that the first thing you need to do once you get set up is you're going to want to track your groups. The tracked groups are the ones that you're actually doing posting in. The available groups are one that you could select to do posting in because your personal profile is considered an admin in the group. And then you have the hidden groups down here, which these are once my groups I'm done posting, I hide them. So I just recently created 2 parties and I want to track them and get them going. So I'm going to select track, get it up there, and select this one and get it up there. These are my parties that are starting next week. So now what I'm going to do is you can see the red here. There's green and red. If it's green, that means posting is on and going and active. If it's red, that means you either don't have any posts set, or this could be red with a number 5 in it that says you have 5 potential posts that you have set, but you did not turn on the posting. So this is very important when you look at it. I love that visual because if for some reason Katie's party is active and I am supposed to have posts going, I can see immediately when I open it up that something is wrong. So you're going to open your group, and the first thing you're going to do whenever you go to connect a show, your party to this, is you're going to connect your business page. Now, hopefully you've created the group with your business page. If you haven't, you need to go link your business page to that group really quickly. So you're going to do that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to possibly change the time zone. The time zone, I believe, will be connected to you automatically, your time zone. But you're going to want to check with your host. I'm going to look at where my host lives. She's in Jacksonville, so that's Eastern time zone. So you're always going to change this to be whatever the time zone is for your host. All right, now as you can see here, this is why it's red, because posting is turned off. I don't have any posts set. So I'm going to use a template. What I always do with my parties is once I get them connected, I automatically throw a couple posts in as a template so that when people start joining, there's already posts there and they can just get the info and they're not waiting on me. So let's back up. In order to get your templates, you're going to go right here to use a template. If you choose new post, it gives you the option to just create one single individual post. But we're not going to do that. We're going to use a template. So I'm going to select, this is what I call my before host invite. And I put a 1 here so that it's always the very first template for me to select. Now, this is where you want to be really smart. I'm going to throw in my posts today. I'm not even inviting my host. Today is Tuesday for me. I'm not even going to invite my host till Thursday, but it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to leave this as today. And I'm going to even leave this time the way it is so that I can show you what happens when you do that. And I'm going to leave it at all posts for the most part. 99% of the time, I do all posts in a template. But if I wanted to only select and have certain posts, then I would check the box and say only these. So I'm just going to say select all, or I'll actually just go back up here to all posts. I'm going to hit load template. Now, posting is always automatically off when you first load a template. Even if you turned it on, it is going to turn off because they just give you that buffer to make sure that everything is how you want it to be. And I won't even be able to turn it on because it says you are missing text replacements. And so these text replacements are what I put in my template. See how we have this little greater than, less than signs right here. And then I put a word in here, host. So I know I'm going to put my host's name in there, and I make it plural on the outside. So I always just put the singular version of her name. And then I save. Now, when this posts, I'm going to preview it and you'll see it's going to put Katie's name in there automatically. And any post that I have coming up that has this text replacement host, it's going to automatically throw that name in. So that is the only one that I have text replacements. And I put a note on here. You always have to title them. Update with monthly special. I'm always going to want to look at this and be sure, is this the current month special for the date of the party that I'm doing? And that is correct. So I'm going to leave that. So at this point, I can turn it on and watch what happens. Because I did not adjust the time for starting my posts, that said, 2:56 p.m. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. But 3:56, because it was in her time zone. This first post is going to automatically post as soon as I turn it on. Now, if that's not correct, I'm going to say close. I'm going to cancel it out. I'm going to go in and I'm going to make an adjustment. But because I want these to just go in and automatically be in there, I'm going to leave it just like that. And I'm going to let it post. And then while we're doing this, you'll hear a little, it reminds me of a little bicycle bell that's going to kind of chime, and it lets me know that something posted. Now, because I assigned this template to start at 3:54 p.m. her time, see, there it goes. These are all going in a couple hours apart, and it doesn't even matter that it's 10:30 because no one's even going to be in this party while that's happening. But if I want to go ahead, excuse me, and go ahead and get my pre-party template in here, I'm going to scroll down. Pre-party 2 days. I have one day pre-party template and 2 days where I just spread them out. This is where I want to be sure. You're changing the date. I don't invite my hosts until Thursday, late Thursday, after work, dinner, whatever time. And I let them know to be inviting all weekend. So Friday can sometimes be a pretty slow day. So I'm assuming that she's probably not even getting people until Friday. And so these 4 posts are going to just take care of anything they need to know while they're jumping in. But I like my pre-party days to be Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to click for the 14th. Now these, I want my first post to go in, we'll say about 9, just random, 13 a.m. on Saturday. I'm going to keep all the posts. Then I'm going to hit load template. Watch what happens. Posting is automatically turned off again. I will have to turn that back on in order for it to go. But remember, now I'm missing more templates. These are not the same text replacements as before, because it automatically filled in anywhere. All of these have the host name in it, but the last day to shop. So the last day to shop for this group is going to be Sunday, November 15th, right? No, 22nd. All right. And this last day is a pretty common thing that I have in like every day. I have that in a post. So what I do is I just broke up. If I was doing this in one day, all of these posts would go in on the same day, just a couple hours apart. But because I'm breaking this up into 2 days, I'm going to let them go in like this. So Saturday's posts, Sunday's posts, try to get some interaction going. I will have my host posting on these days too, just a couple fun interaction graphics, and that's it. So now I want to go in here and I want to turn it back on, and every time you turn it on, it reminds you the next one to go out is going to be on this day. So I'm going to check my early bird post and make sure that it says, see, host, it'll be filled in. Monday evening is correct. You can make any changes or updates to these posts before they go. And once they have that little green check circle, you can't make any changes on them. Now let's say that I had put all of these in and either messed up and did something the wrong day, or I say I want to delete, I don't want to do this one and that one or whatever, for whatever reason. Sometimes I go in and throw in a template and realize it's got the same graphic, or I don't want to do a certain guessing game. If you want to just delete one post, you click on it and hit delete. But if you want to delete multiple posts at the same time, you click there and then you can just check, check, check. I want to delete all of those. Now, the other thing that you can do that I love is you can delay, or hurry up posts. These two are pretty close together, and I did that on purpose because I want people to start posting, commenting on this early bird. But let's say I'm just going to want to delay it for an hour. I want to push it back. Delay by, you can choose your number here. You can fill in your number and you can say hours, days, weeks, months. So I'm going to say I want to delay it by 1 hour. And now you get the opportunity. Do I want to adjust the timing of all posts that go after this? Because then it will take this post and push it to 12:13 p.m., 2:14 p.m., and so on. If you say yes, it's going to do that. If you say no, it will just push this post back, but it won't push all the others back. So I'm going to go ahead and just say yes, because it's really not that big of a deal on those days. So see how everything just got pushed back. It even pushed back any posts that are either the next day or day after. It definitely will push every single post after that one back. So we want to make sure that that is definitely what you want to do. Otherwise, you can just do it and say no, and it won't change any other posts' timings. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. This is just the most basic stuff. We could get into how to do the templates, and I can just show you really quickly over here on the left. The templates for Facebook are here. These are a list of all of my templates, and I have created by using the plus sign folders. Let me see if I have a new one yet. Oh, consultant training. I just did one for them. So let's see. I'm going to call this one for new consultants. I like my capitals. All right. Now, you can go to create a whole new template in here, or you can import a template. If somebody is sharing a code with you, that's how you're going to get the code from them. I just happened to start Launch Party for new consultants. This is a new template that I'm creating that I can share with anyone that's brand new. I'm going to move this to my folder called New Consultants. And now I'll always be able to find it in there. So how you create a template is just opening up a post, and you can do them two different ways. You can either say that you want it to be an exact time of the day and then pop it in, or you can say that you want it to be relative to the starting time. Now here's why you want it to be relative to the starting time. Because right now, and I can tell by my pictures, I've got I didn't mean to click on it. I've got 1, 2, 3 current parties going on. I've got 1, 2, 3 parties that just ended that still have some posts left. And those are my after the party posts. And then I've got these 2 parties that are coming in starting later this week. So if I was using the same template, in these existing parties, which I am actually. Look at these two. I know I'm doing like baking day with these guys. And if this was, scroll down here. So we're on baking day. No, tomorrow's baking. Today I'm on seasonings, spices, and rubs. And if I had put in a specific time, then it would be posting in all of these parties at the same exact time. And that is the no-no. So I start them all randomly at different times anytime I load a template into a group. So with Katie's, who is coming up, this won't matter. But when I load my pre-party templates, I'm going to make sure to stay away from 9:13 a.m. I'm going to say 9:10. I could say 9:18, anywhere around there, just not the same exact time, because every post is going to load relative to whatever you say is the starting time. So let's go back into templates. I know that that template's going to be under new consultants. And I'm going to do a new post. I'm going to say relative to the starting time. And my times right now are 60 and 62, 189, 190. So I'm going to say that this next one is going to be about, we'll just say 300 minutes after the event starts. You always have to give your posts a title. So I'm going to call this an interaction post. Oops, gotta spell it right. And now I'm going to make a suggestion. I'm going to put it in all caps. Post a funny. Why can't I spell? So, that's right. Here's what I'm going to do. 3 minutes after, I'm not going to put any attachments on it. I'm just going to put it in. And I want them to see this. Read, then delete. You know that anytime you see this little box, that means there is no graphic there at all. No media. So what I want them to do is I want them to, if they assign this template, once it's in a party and they know about what time, they can either change, they can just go in here and edit, and they can select an image to put in, or if it's because it's their own launch party, they can do that, and then they want to delete this section right here, because that's what's going to post with it. The only other thing that I'm going to suggest is you can either individually upload your photos as you need them, or if you know you have a bunch of photos, like I know I have a bunch of videos that I wanted to just go ahead and upload and have, and then I've organized them, just come in here and just add your videos and do all of that, so that when you go to do your templates, you're not having to pick and choose and taking the time to go add the video and then connect it. I love it because the videos play automatically in your parties, so that has been a really great benefit over any of the other services. So I know this was kind of a crazy thing. Let me just show you this one more. If you have joined my team, then you are on Team Rockstars. I have all these templates that you can use. So what you're going to do is you're going to select a template. You're going to copy it to your personal. But then you're going to open each one of these individually, and you are going to change the information, because I can assure you my personal information's in here. So this needs to be a picture of you, and it needs to be your Facebook information here. Same thing with these. So you're going to want to make sure to go through each post and update it to have your information, and then you're just pretty carefree in getting them into your parties. So I hope that this helps you, and you guys can always, of course, call or text me for more information. And be sure to subscribe to my channel so that as I put out new videos, you will get information about them. All right, bye.